it just wasn't a great day to begin with.
Yeah.
It was, you know, crappy customers had been in. Nobody was agreeable. So here it is, 5 minutes before I'm supposed to close, a lady comes in. And she's visibly upset. Oh, what can I help you with? Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. I gotta get a phone. All this crap has happened. My boyfriend, oh, that's right, her boyfriend
She was
had run off with her stuff and this, and then she starts sobbing and everything, and she's crying. I'm like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, really? What in the world? She's like, oh, you left me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is 5 minutes where I was like, oh, God, I want to get the fuck out of this place. And this is
You're
what's
hungry,
going on.
you're tired.
I'm hungry, I'm tired, I've had the best part was it was also an open to close day, so I'd already been there from the very beginning. I'm there from 9 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'm there from 9 to 8. I want to fucking go home.
You're ready to call
But
the
instead
show.
I got sobbing woman, and I'm like, all right, so you gotta get a phone, I need your license. And she hands me her license, and her fucking name is Ruth Perky. And she's sobbing in front of me. Like, okay, Ruth Perky. Oh, what should I do? She's asking me for advice on it. My life, blah, 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 it sucks. Oh, 2 minutes before I'm closing. I can't lock the door until it's 8. That's just how it goes. So 2 minutes, I've got her sobbing. Guy comes in with a whole bunch of family members. And then I'm like, fuck. She's sobbing. He's all concerned.
Is she just sobbing? She's not even trying to get a phone at this point?
No, she's trying to get a phone. She's like, but she's still sobbing and visibly shook up. And what's the matter? And she's telling him all about it. And he's like, well, you got to accept Jesus into your life. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I gotta hear this garbage. I gotta hear about Jesus now. Mind you, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in this shit. So hearing all this bullshit, oh, you're right, I need Jesus. I was like, yeah, maybe Jesus can hit it. Whatever. This is absurd. So I do lock the doors. Thank God, no one else came in. But I'm in here with a room full of people. He brought in his whole fucking family. So I'm sitting there working with Ruth Perky. She's crying about it. Jesus is flying all over the place. Finally, I get her out. But it's at the end of the day, and everybody was fucking paying in cash all day long. And the bank it was after the banks closed that everyone started paying in cash. Our drawer only starts out at $200. If it happens too much, I'm down to fucking shits and nickels. I'm down to nothing. And then this guy is like, all right, let's get me started. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's, way past 8 o'clock. I should have already been out of there. But, once they're in, you got to help them. And he's ordering for his whole fucking family. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Look, it's all big. I got to be going through setting up lines and all this shit. And then he's still talking about Jesus. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm tuning him out, doing my thing.
He's talking to you about Jesus?
Oh, yeah. He's talking about Jesus to me. He's like, well, blah, blah, Jesus.
I don't know how I could take that.
Oh, as a customer service person, I cannot let on. I can't even have the hint. I'm seething because I want the fuck out of here, and this guy's just blah, 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 blah. He's all, so what church do you go to? And I don't even want, it's like, what do I even say to that? Because if I tell him I don't go, I got to hear all about it. If I tell him I do go, he's going to tell me to go to his. And I don't even know what church would I even say. I don't know anything about church. I don't go to church. So I do. I'm like, I said that I didn't feel comfortable talking about religion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I help him. And then he can't decide what phones he fucking wants. His kids can't decide. They're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe this one or maybe this one. Here, can you get them out? Oh, this blah, blah, blah. They're all mulling it over. I'm like, oh, fuck, just decide on what fucking phone you want. What one does this? They both do. But I gotta be nice, though. So I gotta act all, well, this one is a little different because it does it this way, and this one does it this way. So it's all in your preference. How would you, blah, blah, blah. That's how salespeople have to fucking do shit. But it's going on and on.
Love it.
It's forever. It's fucking like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still in the fucking store with this motherfucker. So I get done, and then he, of course, wants to pay in cash. So I got to come up with change. Oh, all I've got left is fucking like 100 pennies. I'm fucking counting out pennies for his change. I'm like, I apologize. I'm down to nothing. My drawer's down to nothing. I explained what happened. Oh, he's nice about it at least. But I'm sitting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stacks of fucking pennies all over the fucking display case. I've got stacks of pennies. Like, sorry. sorry, this is how it's gotta be. And no, but it wasn't even, I was counting out.
Move into the 21st century, asshole. Use a credit card, for Christ's sake.
No, he's like, no, I only brought cash. It's blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, this is so fucked up.
You had to get into the change jar for that matter.
Yeah, I had a backup change jar. Thanks for bringing that up.
Dimes and pennies.
And then I had nickels and dimes, and then I had like a whole bunch of pennies. So I'm like fucking getting them all out, and like I said, I had stacks of change all over the whole thing. It's so absurd. So the only way I can get is change. It's just crazy. So finally he gets the fuck out. It's like 9:20 at night. I'm like an hour and 20 minutes out from my close time, and I've been there since 9 in the motherfucking ass morning. I'm like, fuck. So I'm doing my closing procedures, but I had a whole bunch of fucking paperwork. I did a little bit of it, but I was like, because remember I said, fuck it. I laid all the paperwork on my desk and said, I'll fucking do it tomorrow morning. Fuck my paperwork. Because I was like sick of it. I'm like, fuck the paperwork. Fuck it. I'm out. But as I'm getting out, and I'm rushing to get the fuck out, as I'm getting out, there's nothing going on outside, but as soon as I get out there, it starts getting super windy. It just pours. It starts pouring rain. I'm like, really? Well, it's gonna pour rain on my ass. I get in the Rio and it's freezing out. It's like, what was this, like November or some shit? So it's pouring sideways. I mean, the rain is coming sideways. I'm soaked by the time I cross over to get to my car, which is only right across the parking lot. I'm soaked. I get in, I'm like, fuck, I'm freezing. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I turn on my car and realize, oh shit, I'm on empty. I gotta get all the way back home. Fuck, so I gotta stop and get some fucking gas.
And you thought you couldn't tell this story.
Well, no, I'm remembering. And then I get to the gas station, and it's still fucking pouring rain, and it's coming sideways. There's like a, you know, there's the top over it, but it doesn't matter. It's coming in sideways. I'm getting bombarded by rain. I'm like, shh, fuck, it's in my face, my glasses, I can't see. I'm like, what the fuck? But it's like, it's a fucking monsoon out here. What the fuck? I get in the car and wait for my thing to fill up because I can't even be out in it. I get back out, then I'm driving home. It's fucking raining like crazy. It's all puddles everywhere. I'm in the fucking Rio. I can't even. I'm like, it's trying to throw me off the fucking road. With the puddles, you know, you go through a puddle and a little car's like, Jesus Christ! Trying to kick me the fuck off the road. Finally, I get home. I'm like, and I tell you about some of the day. I'm like, oh my god, my shitty day, blah blah blah. And then you're like, oh my gosh, poor honey. Which is what you always say. Oh my gosh, poor honey. So you go up and take a bath. And then I'm like, well, I gotta eat. I'm fucking starving. So I was like, oh god, thank God I've got burritos. Thank God I got some burritos.
Burritos in the story. There's always burritos.
So I get the burritos and I get them on there and I'm like, what, you know, and I get them warming up and then I'm like, oh, I gotta get some cheese. Oh yeah, some cheese. Let's get it on the burrito. Get it back in there. Oh, melted cheese. Yes. Get it out. I'm hungry. Like I'm excited. I'm like, yes, yes.
His day's finally looking up.
My day's looking up. I got some melted cheesy burrito here. It tastes like fucking garbage. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck's wrong with my burrito? Why does my burrito taste like garbage? I'm like, well, let me try this other burrito. This one tastes like garbage too. I got all my burritos. What's going on? I figured out. I'm looking around. What the fuck is? Oh, the cheese expired. The cheese I used is fucking rotten cheese. I put rotten cheese on my burrito. It wasn't a good day.
It wasn't a good day.
I think I heard you swearing from myself.
No, you heard it because I was cussing. I was like, what the fuck? And I came up and told you, I put rotten cheese on my burrito and fucking tried to eat it. And then it wasn't good enough that I got one mouthful of rotten fucking cheese burrito. I'm going to try the other one. Well, maybe this one tastes good. What's wrong with this one? Fuck it, I'll try the other one.